Turn this live on, so you are streaming live right now.
What's your name? We're going live.
Oh.
No pressure.
No pressure, no pressure. Did this a million times. You got this, man. You
I know
got
that.
this.
I know that.
I think I've done it twice. Not again. Oh, we're still ready to go.
We're ready whenever you are.
All right.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
No, no, oh, okay.
All right, good.
Um,
On a Tuesday, November 7th, we have a crucial election. And some of you may have seen the 20 buses of the Black Political Empowerment Project, B-Pep, the last month. They've been going out every day. And on that bus states our mission, that we vote in each and every election. Also on that bus, on the side going horizontal, it says, "Be vocal, vote local." The reason why we had that on our buses, both for the spring primary and for the general election, it was actually suggested by one of our younger B-Pep members, Leona Wright, was often, and too often, some people think they should wait for the general election or the presidential election to vote, which is next November 5th, I believe. But we cannot wait on local elections. And local elections, in many cases, impact our daily lives. The elections of mayors and county execs and district attorneys and council people and school board members. And in this case, we have the opportunity to elect a new county exec. And in the Allegheny County community over the years, if you're a Pittsburgher or a member of Allegheny County, you'll notice that often when people are elected, they stay in office. They are re-elected and re-elected again. So in this case, we have a brand new person, be it the Democratic candidate or the Republican candidate. One of them will be elected after or by the end of the day tomorrow. So we're asking people to make sure they are in the polling place tomorrow on Tuesday to make that decision, and also who will be the next district attorney. The current district attorney was not renominated by his party, but is running now as a Republican, and a new person was nominated by the Democratic Party. It's now up to all the voters of Allegheny County to decide which of those persons they wish to serve for the next 4 years. So it's a crucial election. We're also electing the Allegheny County Controller, Treasurer, County Council members, and judges. Some people forget that there are judges in this election. We have 2 people vying for 1 seat for the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and sometimes there are key decisions being made by the Supreme Court, not only of the United States of America, but of Pennsylvania. We have 4 people vying for 2 seats in the Pennsylvania Superior Court, 2 people vying for 1 seat on Commonwealth Court, 2 people, a Democrat, Piniella, Republican, Stabile, running for Superior Court for renomination or retention. And just for information, since we are the Black Political Empowerment Project, some people like to know if there are any African American candidates for the courts. In this case, pardon me, there is only 1 African American candidate running statewide, Tamika Lane from Philadelphia. We do not endorse, but that's information for people who wish to know that information. This is our mission, that we vote in each and every election. We also have had 450 signs, some of which were just put out this afternoon to give people a fresh reminder that the election is tomorrow, November 7th, and that we vote in each and every election. In each election process, our civic engagement coordinator, who's been with us since 2005, civic engagement coordinator Lorraine Cross, will now share some of the activities that we'll be handling tomorrow on Election Day.
Thank you, Tim. Each and every election, B-Pep provides roles rides to the polls. We will cover the Hill District, North Side, Homewood, East Hills, Bloomfield, Garfield, Wilkinsburg, Braddock, South Side, and the West Side. You can call 412-212-8775. If you need a ride, please call 412-212-8775. We will provide rides to all those who need to go to the polls to vote. Also, if you encounter any problems at the polls, B-Pep will have poll monitors at polling locations throughout the city and some through Allegheny County. We've been performing election protection, nonpartisan election protection, since 2004 to protect the vote and to ensure that every eligible voter deserves to have their vote counted. That's the cornerstone of our democracy. We all suffer when eligible registered voters are turned away from the polls, unable to find their polling places, or otherwise blocked from exercising their rights. That's why, again, each and every election, we recruit, train, and deploy election protection monitors across the city and some throughout Allegheny County. We work with the ACLU, who provides us lawyers, and with the Election Bureau to call immediately if there's something that can be resolved. We serve as the first line of defense against confusing voting rules, misinformation, and needless obstacles to have people vote. If the machines are not up and operational at 7 a.m. in the morning and the majority of them are down or the polling locations is not open, call 1-866-OUR-VOTE. If you see somebody campaigning in the polling location, or you feel that you should have a provisional ballot and you're not giving one, call 1-866-OUR-VOTE. B-Pep will also be here at 2001 Wiley Avenue throughout the day. If you need to stop by, or if you need to call, if you have any issues that need addressed, you may call 412-212-8775. And I'd like to introduce Judy Clack with the League of Women Voters and Tanae Crims.
Thank you. Judy, you want to speak first?
Good evening. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan organization, which means we do not endorse or support any political party or candidate. Rather, we want everyone to vote. But we also want everyone to be an educated voter. So to help with that, the League of Women Voters has a nonpartisan voters guide that any of you who are going to the polls tomorrow can check out right now. Go to vote411.org, vote411.org, type in your home address, and your entire ballot comes up, one race at a time. You'll see photos of the candidates, their biographies, and their answers to questions. You can compare and contrast them and make up your own mind. Also, the League of Women Voters website has some helpful information, lwvpgh.org, lwvpgh.org. Click on the judicial election page. That will tell you all about the retention of judges, which you will find on the back of your ballot. It explains what retention is. So we want everyone to vote, and we hope this added information will help you be a more educated voter. And now I'd like to introduce Tanae Crome, who will talk about some more ways the League of Women Voters has gotten information out about the candidates.
Yes, I'll just be very brief about that because Judy really gave all of the nuts and bolts to that. I'm just holding in my hand that voter's guide that is so comprehensive because we are nonpartisan, and this has everything you want to do. It's a one-stop shop here. And on the website, as Judy mentioned, is everything you would want to know. But in this guide, it is also something that you can tuck away and bring with you or just study. In fact, I was just talking to some people over the weekend about it, and they said, oh my, I can just look through, turn the pages, and see all of the things I would like to see, and on the back, it is very critical. It is making your voice heard. It's up to who? It is up to you to make your voice heard. And as B-Pep says, you should vote in each and every election. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and the B-Pep website is b-pep.net, b-pep.net, where we have a lot of information up regarding the election, including a lot of the information from our partners from the League of Women Voters. We thank you. We look forward to a great turnout on tomorrow, on Tuesday, between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., and we expect a great turnout. And don't forget, the local elections are affecting you on a daily basis, and if you don't understand that, think about it. Presidential election is next year. Let's deal with these elections that are happening right now. Okay? Thank you very much. 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Did you have a question?
I'm good. I just have a favor to ask.
Mhm.
For all of you that spoke, can I have the spelling of your first
Sure.
last name?
Before you start doing that, can I ask a question though?
Sure.
So can you tell us why it's important that we vote in this election and in local elections?
I thought I already answered that. But we'll do it again. What's important in this election is, particularly in Allegheny County, it's probably the case across the country, a lot of local elections, when one is elected, frequently they are re-elected. In the case of Rich Fitzgerald, he's ending by December 12 years. And whoever wins this executive position, the chief executive, they may have that opportunity. So there will be a change. And the voters in Allegheny County will make a decision if that change will be led by a Republican or by a Democrat. And again, in terms of the district attorney race, this is one that's been controversial to some for many years. For those who want to retain the current DA, they have that opportunity. For those who wish to make a change, they have that opportunity. And in terms of all the other elections, including school board officials and municipalities across Allegheny County, this is your opportunity to help determine how the police behave and are treated, how they are trained, how policies and procedures that affect you particularly on a local level. Those decisions are made by people who will be elected tomorrow and will be installed by January 2024. So make sure that you are in the polling place to help decide which individuals will be making those policies or helping to make those policies for you, for your family, for your friends, and for your community.
Are there any other African Americans running for anything in Allegheny County that you know of?
Well, we have African American candidates running for the county council. There is a spirited contest between DeWitt Walton and Carl Redwood as an independent, DeWitt Walton as a Democrat. There are school board members always. And in Pittsburgh, there's 4-year terms. And these, again, are the policymakers who determine the future of how our children are treated in the schools, how they're educated in the schools, and how decisions, even with safety, are decided.
Can I add something
Absolutely.
about the ballot issue?
Absolutely.
Soon.
I was going to say, we have a
Okay.
question.
There is a ballot issue that everybody in Allegheny County will have to vote on. And it's about whether the county council can be paid a salary instead of a stipend. If you want information about that, it is on the League of Women Voters website explaining this at lwvpgh.org. Also, there are some municipalities that have ballot issues, and those are also on the website. If you go to your own ballot at vote411.org, your own ballot will show both the county issue and if your own municipality has an issue, that will show up with the wording that you will be voting on. Thank you.
And we also have videos there as well on the website too.
So thank you.
How long has B-Pep and then the League of Women Voters been providing these issues? Has it been quite a while, or was it just recently where there was some event or something happened and all you got together and be like, we gotta put some resources out to the people, so there's no confusion, there's
Sure.
nothing like that. So how long has this all been?
Well, B-Pep was formed in response to the fact that in the mid-eighties, there were no blacks on city council in Pittsburgh, which some people may find pretty amazing. There had been, but in 1986, when we launched B-Pep 38 years ago, there were no blacks on city council. And that's how B-Pep was born, in response to an upset that I personally had, that there were no blacks on city council. And in terms of our partnership, we've been doing, as you said, 2004, with election protection, dealing with observing what's going on in the polling places, going all the way back to that year. And then in terms of our collaboration with the league, it's been a number of years now, and we work flawlessly together, and it's been a great partnership.
I've been here since, we've been 2016, but I'm sure the league was, we're partners. We are all nonpartisan organizations, so we all want to get everyone registered and everyone voting, but everyone educated about what they're voting, and so it's a logical partnership, and this is my system.
Can you tell us where we could get the booklet that you held up? Where can we find that?
You can find this on our website as a PDF. So you can download the PDF or you can read the whole thing. This was published in the Pittsburgh Courier on November 18th, but we gave away all the copies. So, but you can see it online at lwvpgh.org. You can see the whole thing.
Why don't you repeat that?
lwvpgh.org, which is League of Women Voters of Pittsburgh.
And it has been distributed all across the Pittsburgh area. You can find in libraries, different convenience stores, all kinds of places it has been distributed also. So it has, the word has been out. And I should also say too, that I'm representing also the National Council of Negro Women. That is another organization that has been very, very hard, working very hard out there to get out the vote too. So I wanted to make mention of that organization too.
And we partner with them.
And we
also.
partner with them as well.
And can you just tell us the numbers again for if anybody has a problem with voter registration or voting?
Yes, it's
Podium, please. Thank you.
1866 our vote, and that is 1866-687-8683.
Let's repeat it.
1866 our vote, 1866-687-8683.
And then locally, you can call us through B-Pep at 412-212-8775. And that includes our roll to the polls, where we provide free rides in the predominantly African-American communities in Pittsburgh and Allegheny County, including McKeesport and Wilkinsburg. We call it Roll to the Polls. It's free transportation. It does not matter who you're voting for. It's a nonpartisan effort to encourage people to get to their polling place.
And my last question is, how much of a positive impact have you seen with the effort that B-Pep's doing or the League of Women Voters? Like, has there been an increase of, say, African-American voters with these elections? How much of a positive impact do you think with these efforts have been put on?
Sometimes it's hard to tell. This is the flyer, by the way, for Roll to the Polls, where again, we provide transportation to the various communities throughout the city of Pittsburgh and beyond. And in terms of the impact, I'll tell you what happens anymore. Sometimes when I'm at an event, because we use that term, we vote in each and every election. It's a lifetime commitment. African Americans vote in each and every election. We encourage all people to vote in each and every election. But what has become part of the culture now. We're at an event, and I start, what do? We vote in what? And then most people in the audience know what to say. We vote in each and every election, so it's becoming part of the culture, part of the psyche of our community and even beyond. And what we continue to do, we never get what we want in terms of voter turnout, but we have to keep pushing. We have to keep fighting. That's why we have our signs, we have our yard signs, we have bus signs. We send communications out to our church communities, to our organizations, to our agencies. We have candidate nights. We've had a few that we partner with the league and with NACP and with several organizations, and we continue to do that, and we'll always do that to help educate the community. So the impact will be when people show up, and we will never stop. If people show up at the level that we want them to or not, we will continue to request that we vote in each and every election, that we show up and make a difference, and that part of the mission of B-Pep is that those in political office expeditiously and effectively meet the needs, aspirations, and concerns of African Americans. And it's a lot easier to get that mission met if we're voting in significant numbers. I call it a mathematical equation. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, and are you?
Yeah, I'm good. We just need a name.